Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for August 12th, 13th, and 14th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, a couple of things. This is just the introduction. It will be on all the videos. So if you're new here, then just go down to the timestamp where it says Crosswatchers, and then the timestamp, and you can bypass the introduction. I hope you listen and watch at least one time. Now, the other thing is I've been playing with my sound again, so let's see if this works. How's that? Okay, anyway, you know that this is the weekend, so I am using my decks. I am using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I am also using my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pull one from my over here, Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the overview, for the introduction, what's going on in the world, I am using my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and I've infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to the Spirit of God, Holy Spirit, Source, whoever that is to you, and just let the words flow. Okay, so a couple of things before we do this. You know that I'm always going to go through the just what's going on in the stars, because, you know, we were told to watch the heavens, watch the universe, watch the stars. Now, you know the 11th at, 9:35 p.m. is that full moon. And, you know, so this is that time to release, relinquish, and request. And release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. Then what we're going to be doing is we'll be going into the 12th, 13th, 14th. And yes, you could still be doing this 3 days before, the day of, and the 3 days after that full moon. And then it becomes the waning moon. And as it wanes, it gets smaller. And as it gets smaller and smaller, and it leads to that new moon. But that's a little bit down the road, 2 weeks down the road. Anyway, that's when you do a lot of releasing, when it's waning. However, we're still in that time period. Now, we've also had the Lion's Gate. Now, I have heard that the Lion's Gate portal closes. I've heard on the 11th, but I've also heard on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. So we still have a lot of that metaphysical energy going on, especially with that portal energy. So, lots of things were conjuncting and squaring with that full moon. You know, we had Uranus squaring, we had Saturn conjuncting, and then there was also some that were joining it, some were, conjuncting and sextiling and opposing. So those are all very strong energies for this 11th. So again, you know, 3 days before, 3 days after. I like to see it more around the day before, the day of, and the day after, but it's really strong stuff. And, you know, the fact that Leo, the planets that were in Leo were opposing and squaring with Aquarius, because Aquarius and Leo usually can partner very well together. But there's a little bit of an irritation there. There's a little bit of an irritation. So we will see what we will see around those dates. The 14th, we jump to the 14th now, and we have Mars in Taurus, and that's trining Pluto, which is retrograde, in Capricorn. Both of those are at 26 degrees. Trining is a very positive. They're really working together. Mars is the god of war, the planet of war, the energy of war, also Aries energy. Pluto is about destruction and transformation. And, you know, Taurus and Capricorn, both of these are earth energy. So the 14th could have some very interesting revelations, interesting news happening. So then we also have on the 14th, we have the Leo, the sun in Leo, opposing Saturn, which is retrograde at in Aquarius. Now they're a little bit off. The sun's 20 degrees, while Saturn is 24 degrees. So that's an interesting little thing. But remember, Saturn in Aquarius, I've been saying it since it went there. It is all about truth versus illusion, lies versus truth, reality versus, you know, what is really real, what is it that we believe it to be real. So now Leo is very, likes to think of themselves, or likes to think of Leo as very open and very honest. So now we have the sun and we have Saturn. They're both opposing each other. Again, what does that mean? It could, again, revelations, things coming out, things that we might not even have been aware of. So the 14th, so the 11th, important energies, very strong energies, very digging things up energies. The 14th has a continuation, but it's pulled in some different planets. Well, Leo, well, they've made different types of arrangements, okay? So it's kind of like, well, if you don't see it this way, well, let's try to work this out, and maybe you need to see it from a different point of view, okay? So interesting. We'll see what happens. I know that the Lionsgate has been very transformational, so we will just see what we will see. Anyway, let's go on. And again, if you want to bypass, just go down and, click on the timestamp. I'll put that in there. Also, too, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Lots of likes helps to get the algorithms things and lets the videos be seen. Okay, let's see what we've got here. To higher power. What's going on in the world that we need to know about, or you want to share, or how do you want to work this out? How's that? Let's see. Here we go. Now 3 cards. We'll put them down. Here we are. First card. Okay, now this is reversed. Reversed has a little stronger energy to me. Some people will read it as the opposite, but I just look at it as very stronger energies. Now, we have a 4. So we have a 4 of Pentacles. 4 is stability, organization. It's also leadership energy. It's very stable type of energy. However, this is our money energy. This is giving, receiving. This is what, with this card itself, this is keep your money close at hand and watch your money. I'm getting, a lot of times the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Earth, because this is an Earth energy. This is Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, we have Capricorn and Taurus doing stuff right now. And it's also Virgo. Virgo's going to be joining the party soon enough. But there's a lot of reciprocity. There's a lot of giving and receiving. Sometimes this is giving and receiving of your own nature. I am getting the watch your money. Watch your money. Watch what's happening with the money. Watch what, and I don't necessarily, feel that it's so much the protection of money as much as it is the just follow the money. Follow the money energy here. Now this king sits there and has the money under his feet. He's holding the money and the money is crowning him. So this is important for him. He also has a very protective stance, or no, he's not standing, a protective way of, maintaining the money. So again, there's a lot of follow the money type of energy with this 4 of Pentacles. Your next card is, so now again, reversed. We have the 8 of Swords. Now, Swords energy is our Aquarius. We have Aquarius opposing Leo right now. It is also our Gemini, and it's our Libra. It is about thoughts, processes, hearing news. It's about, making plans. Now, the 8 of Swords. 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. But in this picture, the woman looks like she is actually, and this is a feminine energy, she looks like she is being held where she's at. She's got, she's standing in some water, so the water in itself may be a little slippery. I'm kind of feeling like she's worried about falling in the mud. At the same time, there are swords that are, are they guarding her? Are they keeping her in? Are they keeping her from the castle? The interesting thing about it, so we have 3 on one side, we have 5 on the other. 3 swords, the number 3 usually is about celebration. It's also about creativity. But then we have the 5 swords, and 5 is about change. Interesting part, the woman doesn't move. She's standing there. She looks bounded. She looks like she's got, these not ropes per se, but these cloths that are holding her back. She does have the ability to move. However, I feel like she's a little bit on the slippery slope. I feel like she's a little bit afraid to move because she doesn't quite know what's underneath her feet. And I always get different vibes from the cards. It could be the same card. I could read this the next time and say, oh, you're going to escape. Well, all of this is about feeling, this is basically feeling trapped. This is feeling like you can't move. However, all she really has to do is, well, we don't know. We don't know. Is her hands behind her bound? But because all she really has to do is have some trust, and she has to wiggle herself free. But we don't really know what's going on in the background. She could possibly kind of wiggle her head out. So in some ways she is trapped, and in some ways she really can break free. And there is, there is a way out of this. Except, again, we don't know how tightly her hands behind her are bound. So she might just feel, so this is all about illusion of being trapped. This is all illusion about, I can't make my move. I can't do anything about it. Again, so this is follow the money. Are we feeling trapped? Are we feeling like we really can't do anything? There's an illusion to this, but there's also a reality to it. We don't know how bound her hands behind her are. Next card is, interesting with that. So now we have a court card, but again, it is all reversed. And this is a 20. So it's a 2 tens. Tens are transitional energies. So 1 new beginning, 0 is God's source energy. So we have a 2 and we have a 0. 0, again, God's source energy. Now we also have 2s, which are crossroads, decisions. It's which way do we want to go? It's also coming together. Now, Judgment card, Major Arcana, Judgment card comes before the world says everything is done and good job. This is where we really look at things very carefully. We have to take responsibility for what we've done, for our part. And yet at the same time, once we do take that responsibility, we are now free to move forward. So here she is, she's bound up. She is kind of like, what can I really do? Well, look and see, what part did you play? And it doesn't mean, I'm not doing this as a personal reading. I'm doing this as a universal world reading. what part did we collectively, or what did the world collectively play? And, where are we going to, we have to look at things honestly if we want to move forward, okay? But this does show moving forward energy. This is definitely, we're a little bit stuck, but once we look at things and we really, and again, who is we? The world, the universe. It just means that there is an opportunity to get out of whatever this is, okay? Okay, so now 2 cards. Well, let's go and do the Colette Baron read, because 2 energies we didn't read. One is our fire or rods energy, or wands energy, and that is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, passionate, burning, and determined. And we did not look at our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which is our water energy. And that is that's very spiritual. That's very, it flows. It's romantic. It's also, just very emotional energy too. So let's see what we have going on here with okay, there we go. Well, that's very interesting, and that is, a lot of this is confirmation, because we have that 4 of earth energy again. We have the 4 of pentacles energy here. And again, it is about, it does have the watching, the control, the follow the money. So we may feel trapped. There is something moving. We're going to be, we have to look at it. We have to face it. We can move on to something more positive. Remember, the World card follows this, meaning, hey, there's so much more to happen. We're just at a little bit of a stalemate. We're a little bit stuck here. So now be honest, move forward. But again, the 4 of earth is validation for the 4 of pentacles. And again, I'm getting that watch the money, follow the money. There's a little bit of being careful with the money, but at the same time, there's reciprocity with the money. So let's see what this all means. Let me know, please, because, let me know what you read into these. Let me know what you're reading, because I hear so many people, they say, okay, I see it this way too. If it's reaching you, the message gets delivered. we will see what we will see. Okay, take a moment again to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notification, and we will then start our readings now. Hello, my Libras, and how are my sweet ones doing? You keeping that balance going for you? I know there's just, I know I've said this since your season last year, that things have felt very out of balance for you. But I think things will be changing soon enough. Now, something with this full moon in Aquarius does feel like, they're the water bearer. So I do feel like they might try to equal out a little bit of your energy. So that might be very good for you. So make sure that you are, getting out there with the full moon, release, relinquish, and request. And then as we move into the waning period, get rid of the negative energies around you. Get rid of the things. Now go around your house too. Someone out there, their house, they have something that they're holding on to that has not necessarily brought them the good luck that they thought it would bring. So, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it was a present. Maybe it was gifted to you. Maybe you bought it at an antique store. Not quite sure where we're going with any of this, except that sometimes we're given things from people that don't really wish us well, or we purchase things that from people that, that really don't want that, whatever that is, to be sold. So there can be attachments. I don't know, something about attachments on possessions. Maybe my Libras, you're a little bit too attached to your possessions. Not sure. Or there's an attachment with one of your possessions. So you may want to go and take a look. Take a look. That's not for all Libras, but I felt like somebody needed to hear that. And when those things come, I give the message. So let's see what we have here. This is one that just kind of felt like it needed to come out. It was almost falling, but let's see what we've got for my Libras from higher power. First card is Justice, karmic justice. Now, 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities, okay? Now, justice does have that weighing of the scales, weighing of the balance, things getting back into, or getting, I don't want to say back because you never go back, we're always going forward. But things coming to a balance, things feeling a little bit more even, okay? So there can be something with karmic energies here. A lot of times, my Libras, you especially, you feel like you have to pay off a karmic debt. You know what? I say for my Libras, hey, I'm just going to go with this. You know what? I came back to this earth. We're paid off. We're paid off. No more karmic debts. Keep putting that out there. Maybe that's what you need to say at the full moon. I'm paid off. I'm all done. Not happening. Now anticipate all the good stuff to happen. Now, so this is Justice. This is Archangel Raguel. Again, 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Yeah, Redley Valentine's cards does get the 8 and the 11s mixed up. This is Strength in regular tarot. Justice is the 11, but this is what's popping for you. Justice is all about the scales, is all about achieving balance, okay? So, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So this is kind of like taking back your power, taking back your universal sovereignty in its own way, and just kind of saying, you know what? I deserve better. And then put that out there. Keep putting that out there. My karmic debt is paid because, we're just, we're going to be you're going to be paying off something you did a couple of lifetimes ago? No, enough. Enough. I don't know. Maybe that's the lion's gate talking, but enough. Enough is enough. But you do have to hold it. You do have to own it. You do have to name it and claim it. Next card is the Knight of Earth. So Knights, underlying energy is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's fire energy. Earth energy, though, is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Money, job, career. Very tangible. Now, the Knight of Earth does have that passion, wants to go after something that's going to, in this case, bring him money, okay? And the Knight does have masculine energy, which is needed for that going after your money, going after your job. But the Knight also, the earth energy does hold him back a little bit before he just leaps into action, holds him back and says, look at the opportunities and make a really good plan on how this is going to, how we're going to do this. Once you see what you need to do, just go after it then. Then start go to work, get it done, do what you need to do. But I do feel like with this, my Libras, you've got to start expecting the good energies. You've got to start expecting that money will be provided. And every day, today is the day. And even if it's not next morning, today is the day. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Okay? Anyway, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. Call upon the heavens to help you with this. Next card. 5 of Air. So this is the 5 of Swords. This is sneaky snake energy. This is that thing that's like, oh, darn it all. I didn't want to have to do this one. So 5 is about change, positive. It could be negative change. Air energy is your energy. It's also Aquarius and and Gemini energy. Aquarius is very strong right now, very strong. Strategic thinking, making plans. So what? Your plans didn't work out the way you thought they were? Revise them. Just revise them. Say, okay, this is no longer the plan because the plan was on old thinking. You need to revise your thinking. You need to start expecting the unexpected. You need to start saying more will come. So this is based on old thinking. Throw that thinking out, okay? Anyone that is around you that's not necessarily supporting you in your new vision, those persons, well, you don't have to get rid of them because they'll leave on their own, okay? And that's where sneaky snake comes. They will leave on their own. So you've got to there has to be a new mindset. There has to be a readjustment. There has to be just this, you know what? I am done paying a debt that this life did not owe. I am going forward. Okay? Does that make sense? I just feel my Libras, you need to know that. You need to believe it. You need to own it. Anyway, in unwise choice, learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. So let's see what we've got here. John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle for my wonderful Libras. Holy Father, Holy Mother, what do you have? Higher Power, Angels, Source, what do you have for our Libras? What do you want to let our Libras know? Here we go. Well, we've got a moon energy here. So we have a 8, 5, 1, 8. So we know what an 8 is. We know 1 is a new beginning, new start. 10 is a transitional energy. 0 from the 10 is God's source energy. This is shadow. This is looking into that darkness. This is looking into the unknown. This is connecting also with your spiritual realm, your spiritual energy. My Libras, whenever there's portals, I've said this many, many times over, you have the ability to cross that line, to cross that threshold, to cross into that veiling, okay? Now, you may not want to do that, and that's what keeps you from doing it, and that's okay. Not everybody wants to do that. But many times over, the people or the spirits or the energies on that other side, they really don't care what you want. They will come across and let you know. If there's a message they want to give, they will give it. So you may be feeling the moon's energy because, okay, so this is the 18. So we have a 12, 13, 14. So the 18th is actually next week, but on the 11th in the evening is that full moon, and it is in Aquarius. So, I would go out there and basically say, hey, I'm done. I've paid, whatever that debt is, I don't owe it. I absolve myself from it. I cut those cords. Remember, the shadow, the moon, is also about the things that you cannot see. It's also about trusting your intuition, trusting your psychic abilities. Now, if you've not been really working on that or you've not been really accepting of that, that's your choice. That is your choice. I mean, there was back, 15 years ago, I said, this is too much. I can't go anymore. And, so you can push it back a little bit. But I'll tell you, when I did that, I missed it. And then I said, okay, I think I'm ready again. But the shadow is looking into the darker energy. I shouldn't say darker, the more mysterious, the unknown energies. Okay? Have faith, believe, put it out there. Things will be happening. But again, your debt is paid. Your debt is paid. It's done. Stop trying to keep, stop whipping yourself. Stop whipping yourself. Now, I bought this. Should have told people in the introduction, but didn't know I was going to use it. And then it was like, oh, use me. Okay. So I bought this from Amazon, put it in my cart. It was cheap. And then I looked and it had gotten cheaper. So I said, oh, I must need to buy this. Angel of Abundance. They're oracle cards. They're by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. I'm not sure if she's still, if this is new from her or if she still endorses these or not. But I said, oh, I need to buy these. Anyway, let's see. I think I'm going to do this for the weekend readings just because it's encouragement, but it's also the Angels of Abundance. I like abundance. So, Angels, what do we have? What can you tell me for my Libras? What do we have for my Libras? Words of encouragement for my Libras. Again, this is really important to me. Cut the strings. Here we go. Cut the strings. This kind of word, yeah. Sever vows of poverty. Oh my gosh, what is this saying? Cut the strings. Sever vows of poverty. Now, you're not going to be able to read this. It's sometimes hard for me too, so let me go here. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Source. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Oh, come on now. Come on. That one, that's big. That's big. Woo! That gives me a little chills too. Anyway, let's see. So sever vows of poverty. Any of the timelines. You don't owe that. I love it. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Libras? Here we go. Golden topaz. Faith, wise action, perseverance, confidence. Okay, my Libras, you got to let me know what you think about this because that just in itself is freaky. Not really, because that's usually what the cards do. The cards give confirmation. Anyway, my Libras, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Most importantly, though, my Libras, and as always, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.